Hello and welcome to I Heart Android's second video, making the most of your Android device, part 2. Now in part 2 I'd like to start talking about customization. Now customization on an Android device is extremely vast, so I'm going to divide up each aspect of customization by application. So I'll do a video on messaging, I'll do a video on calendar apps, I'll do a video on launchers. So I like to start off the first aspect of customization talking about different voice command applications you can get to replace the stock one. Now, of course, we all know about Siri for the iPhone. That is the talk of the newest iPhone, right? Well, there's been some applications that have been out for quite a while that do pretty much the same thing, if not more, and they've been out for even longer than Siri has. So there's a whole bunch of applications. I'm going to mostly focus on two, the ones that I primarily use on a day-to-day use, which are Voice Actions Plus and DragonGo. Now, there are many different ones that I haven't tried out, so feel free to go in the market and explore. Now, let's go ahead and go to the market, and let's go ahead and search for these guys. So, let's say I want to explore my own different options for voice commands. So essentially what we're looking for is a virtual personal assistant, right? Someone to make reservations for us, or someone to put entries in our calendar. So let's go ahead and do a voice search here. We'll tap this guy and say personal assistant. There it goes, searching for a personal assistant. Now, it gives you two of the most popular relevant applications here, so we'll just go ahead and click them all and see them all. So we have Speak Oit Assistant, which I've heard is fairly good, and we have Genie, and that's the free version of Voice Actions Plus, so which I already have downloaded. There's a whole bunch of others you can go around here and try out. Of course, you want to look at the reviews and the number of downloads before you do so. And once you download, you can go back home, and once the application is downloaded, you can access them two ways. Usually you'll find an icon for the application where you can customize some of the parameters. So for example, I have DragonGo here, and we're automatically greeted by speaking something. We can always hit the menu button here and tap into the settings. Or all voice command softwares can be accessed by holding down the magnifying glass on the Android device. So let's go ahead and hold that, and then you're greeted by a bunch of options. Now, DragonGo is one of the voice applications I use. There's messaging, which means that you automatically are sending a voice text message. Voice Actions, which is another voice action app or voice command application I use, and of course the stock voice search that came on the phone. Now, I usually don't select a default because I have different voice applications for different things. I prefer DragonGo for searching answers and doing things on the fly, while Voice Actions is more like a novelty app, and it also adds calendar entries, but it also does some pretty cool things, which I'll show you in a little bit. So for now, I keep them both separate, but if you wanted to do that, you would just go ahead and say use by default. We'll hit DragonGo. It will start recording, but we don't want it to record right now. Now let's say you want to change that. Let's say if you don't want to have DragonGo as your default anymore. Well, that's simple. You can just go to the settings. We can go to Applications, Manage Applications, and then we'll find DragonGo right here. And under here, you see Clear Defaults. Launch by default, you can click Clear Defaults. That way, when you hold down the magnifying glass again, it doesn't have a default selected anymore. So let's get into the first application. I'd like to talk about DragonGo. DragonGo is a new software. It's originally from the iPhone, but of course most voice application softwares on the iPhone have been shadowed by Siri, so a lot of the developers are porting their applications to Android. And so we'll go ahead and click this, and you're automatically greeted by the voice screen. And like I said, it does a really good job of doing things like searching for answers, making reservations, reviews, facts, anything like that. So if you want to know who is on the TV show Lost, we simply search Lost TV series. So you can see here, it automatically brings up video options, and it changes this little dial here geared towards more media related things. So I can just come here, IMBD, and it will search for me here. I can go to Amazon and see if there's anything to buy. So I have episodes, Milo, YouTube, Twitter, Wikipedia. Another cool feature that DragonGo has is its reservation making task. So we can hit this guy again. Reservations for sushi in Fremont, California. So here we go. Automatically opens up Open Table. Bear with me, I'm not on Wi-Fi here. So it searches for sushi restaurants around me that I can make reservations at. Now Fremont doesn't have too many sushi restaurants that would be partnered with Open Table, so it's searching for ones that are around me. And it's just easy as clicking this guy. And if you have the Android application downloaded, of course, it would open that up and you can make the reservation like that. Or you can just go to the website and make the reservations through there. And since we did search for a restaurant, the dial-up here changes geared towards restaurants. So you have Yelp. You also have Google Maps to see the location. So if you go to Yelp here, it's going to give us a list of sushi restaurants in Fremont, as well as you can go to the maps and directories. So this is a pretty cool app. Alright. Now let's go ahead and try Voice Actions Plus. It's my go-to application for voice commands. It's very quick. It's pretty cool. It does all my everyday activities like calendar entries, navigation, text messaging, reading messages, anything like that. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Let's search for a picture of someone. Let's see how it works. Picture of Marilyn Monroe.
Let's see.
There we go. Pretty cool, right? Let's go ahead and back out of this real quick. Alright, now let's test out adding calendar entries. Remind me to make a lunch for tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Shall I remind you tomorrow at 8 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay, I will.
Close.
Reminder.
So there it is. It automatically sets a reminder. So if I go to my calendar here, let's go for tomorrow here. There it is. Voice actions reminder. Make a lunch for tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pretty cool, right? And of course, it does the, witty banter. So if we, let's see. Tell me a joke.
You tell one first.
What is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life generally refers to a concept concerning the
Oh,
possible
God.
purpose and significance that may be attributed to human existence and one's purpose.
And there you go.
Meaning
I'm
of
not
life
going
may
to
also refer to
sit through that. There we go. So as you can see, it's a pretty cool application. It does quite a bit. And there are many more just like it. The Android market is yours to explore. And that's really the beauty of the Android customization. Like I said, if there's something that you don't like, there's something that you want to replace, feel free to replace it. Next video we'll be talking about text messaging applications, and that goes pretty in depth too. There's quite a few options, and I'll explain the ones I like and the ones I don't. So please stay tuned for our next video, and please email me or comment, rate, subscribe, Any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.